Let's go, baby. Ba 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 da ba ba bo. Let's go. Start watching. Are we doing it? Are we live? Start watching. Are we doing it? Are we live? Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're okay. We got it. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, I needed to edit a save, didn't I? Hold on, while we're here. Hold on, where are we? NPCs. Visamar. Influence 100. Oh no, she's fine. T3 is influence 100. Kreia is influence 92. Let's bring that up to 100. Aten, influence 100. Okay, we're good. Commit changes. Alright, and then where are we? At everyone. KOTOR. Late, but happening. Hey, Mid, how are you doing tonight? Alright, let's boot this shit up. I remembered to unmute my desktop. Can you believe that shit? I don't know how my own personal audio is going, though. This is sort of a weird setup for me. I wish I could, like... If I had, like, tape, that would be fucking great. Like, something to, like... keep the fucking cord out so I don't hit it with my knee. Work today, which was miserable because it's a toxic work environment. Have you had any help in finding somewhere else? Or any... whatever I'm trying to say? Load that shit. Nope. It's very loud. I mean, it's the same loudness as usual. Unless you mean I'm very loud, but it's usually that loud. Like, it's not any different than every other time I've streamed it. I didn't move it or anything. Whoops. Alright, so this is the Shriwat Cave. So I guess we're going this way. See, this is the normal loudness level. So it shouldn't be any louder than usual. I'm gonna take I got a monster tonight. We're gonna take a sip of a monster. What'd you read? Boom. Alright, let's go, baby. Witch on the Holy Night. Oh, I've heard of that. I need to start using the other chat. Even if there's a bit of a delay, I need to start using the other chat because that one's usually blocked by my mic. I just got back from a workout. I've started to work out again.
More where that came from.
I'm the kind of person that drinks a monster after the workout instead of before it. Cause I like chillin'.
Looks like somebody left the doors of the academy wide open. I have a bad feeling about this.
This door was left open on purpose. Someone is expecting us.
You can expect more than these beasts within the academy. Be prepared.
Yeah, I was chilling out. When I was going to bed, I was thinking, like, man, what was the last game that, like, really, really blew me away? You know, what was the last, like, 9 out of 10 game? I didn't want to use that term when I posted it on Discord. Because not everyone's 9 out of 10s are the same thing as mine. But I'm like, when was the last 9 out of 10 game I played? And I was like,
She is here.
I think, first off, I think it was Sekiro, for the record. Which I think I played last year. But before that, it was like fucking... Hey, it's a trap. You got trapped in the Korriban quest. Before that, I think it was like fucking Fire Emblem Three Houses? Was it? Which I played, or Bravely Second, which I played like a long time ago at this point. So yeah, I made the Discord post because I was like, man, it has been a fucking while since I have played like a genuine banger for the first time. Honestly, I'm having a fucking blast with KOTOR 2, but I played KOTOR 2 when I was like 3. That's wrong. That was wrong. That was not the correct timeline. You know what? I'm doubling down. It was when I was 3. I played it when I was 3. I'm gonna unlock this ancient Sith door, because ancient Sith doors have the exact same locking mechanism as fucking normal-ass modern-day locks. There has been no update to door security in the past 10,000 years. Hi. Ah! Panic lightning. Which on the Holy Knight's blowing my mind, but the status of that being a game is very debatable. It's zero gameplay, no dialogue, choices, no routes, no bad ends. It's just a linear visual novel. All you do is read. So, like, is it that game at that point? That, I would normally argue a visual novel is a game. But if you're not making any choices and there's no gameplay, I would go with no, I think. I would almost have to lean towards no? Why are there Zerka? I guess Zerka did have a foothold in Korriban before it closed, which is weird. A standby metaphor? Yeah, I mean, I haven't played Metaphor yet. I haven't played Metaphor yet. It's on my list. It's on my list of things to play. Besides, what was before Metaphor? Oh, pardon me. Excuse me. Also, Pache said, Claire Expedition 33 or whatever, which is also on my list of things to play at some point. Although I don't own that one. I have Metaphor. I don't have Claire Expedition 33 yet. But I'll get it at some point. Because I've heard nothing but good things about that game also. Part of what's holding me off with Metaphor is it's like, I almost feel like I play too many Mega 10 games, and I'm just a little Mega 10 out. Shit's locked. So I want to, like, diversify a little bit. Before Metaphor, not including remakes, would not allow P3 Reload or any of the RE remakes. Soul Hackers 2. Okay. I mean, I would almost allow the remakes to count. At least... I mean, at least the RE remakes kind of count, right? Because they're not one-to-one. Oh, I'm locked in here. Yeah, Devil May Cry 5. I still don't have a copy of Devil May Cry 5, but also Devil May Cry 5 is on sale like every 5 days for like $12. So I don't feel rushed to pick up DMC5, and I want to replay the other DMCs
A weakness is revealed.
before I could finally play the Dante disc in DMC2, which my copy on the PS2 doesn't have a fucking, the Dante disc doesn't work. So I could finally find out what Dante was doing during that game. The Tukata are getting to be a major obstacle in our hunt for Sith holocrons. We've been trying to use our stealth generators to sneak past them, but then some fool bumped into one of them wandering around and got himself eaten. Now the taste of fresh blood has driven the beasts wild. I love the concept of super sneaky, super advanced Sith assassins sneaking around the entire time, and then one of them accidentally opens a door and then just gets mauled by a fucking dog. Hey, I leveled up. Oh, here's another bit of news that probably won't come up. I recently picked up every hard copy and all of the PDFs of Warhammer 40k Wrath and Glory. So I can now run my own exciting Warhammer 40k adventures.
Everyone down! More where that came from! More where that came from!
I've still got a few other RPGs I kind of want to pick up, like Cyborg and Vast Grim.
More where that came from!
And I kind of want to pick up the Fate books, because I sort of like the loose narrative structure that I've seen from that. So I think that could be cool. And also, I'm going to... I have total plans of picking up the SMT tabletop RPG, which has been delayed, I feel like, again, is the thing. Like, this is a book I don't think is coming out, if that sounds crazy, because it was like, it's coming out November, and then they delayed it to December, and it's like, it's coming out December, and then they delayed it to like February, and then February rolled around, and it's like, we're coming out April, and then April rolled around, and it's like, it's start of May, and then start of May happened, and it's like, the end of May. So, that's a book that will happen, maybe. We're gonna bypass login and manually create an ID. Your new student ID is who gives a shit. Memorize your ID. Losing your ID may result in disciplinary actions. Resetting. Oh. Okay. Level 1 access granted. Take the level 1 written test, access training room. Level 1 students must complete level 1 written test before the training room. Level 1 written test. The test contains 5 questions. At the end of the test, will how many questions you answer correctly. To proceed to level 2, you must answer 4 questions when you study and learn the material before proceeding. Okay. Too many accounts. Access system commands. Disabled at this terminal. Okay. I love the fact that we know Darth Sion is here. We know he's in the Academy. And yet he has designed to, instead of face me directly, he has decided he is going to make me attend Sith school. Anyway, I think getting a hold of the, like, I want it more for just a gimmick, because I think the idea... I want to know what's inside of the system for the SMT RPG, which is like Tokyo Conception. I want to know how married to its setting it is. Because, like, if it is absolutely undivorceable and you can't, like, homebrew it away from, whatever the fucking Nocturne setting was called. Void World? No, not Void World. Ugh. Circle World. Dome World. Blasted Lands. What the fuck ever. If it's, like, married to the setting, it's a lot less useful. Because I really don't know why anyone would want a SMT3 adventure. But I know from scans I saw they list character pronouns, and Jack Frost's are he-ho. That's fun. But if it is, like, if it is divorceable from its setting, and you don't have to do the game in the Void Land, Blasted World, Blasted Tokyo, oh, okay, so Blasted Tokyo is an SMT thing. I'm just getting the wrong SMT. Vortex World, thank you. Holy shit. Note to new students: in the absence of many Sith Masters, basic training has been automated. To begin using the training system, access the nearest student terminal, enter new recruit to create a user ID. If you encounter any difficulties, solve them yourself. Students who are too weak to be self-reliant will soon fail here. Yeah, so if it is divorceable from the Vortex World, then that means that you could make a lot more generalized SMT game, or you could make basically like a Devil Summoner game, which I think would be a lot more interesting, like doing a Devil Summoner game, than it would be doing a Vortex World campaign. This is the work of a Twi'lek treasure hunter. Of interest is the last entry. IJ thinks I'm wasting my time, but I will make it past this damn door, even if I have to blow it to bits with the thorium charges. We were sent here for the holocrons. I refuse to be the only one to return empty-handed. Or, depending on how loosey-goosey the system is, like, I know it has a system for demon fusion. Like, according to the description, it has demon fusion and demon negotiations. You might even be able to do, like, a Persona campaign. I'm not sure whether a Persona campaign would be preferable to a Devil Summoner campaign. But I know an SMT3 campaign would be the worst one. For sure. Force Channel. So yeah, I'm actually really interested. Like, it's not just like I want this for the novelty of it. I'm actually interested because it might actually be usable. I feel like you have more options with Devil Summoner than Persona. I also feel like that. So, yeah. There's also a little bit more to lean on, I think, with Devil Summoner than Persona. Because you have, like, the two competing organizations, and then one of them might be just a bunch of dumb kids getting manipulated by demons. So I think there's more to work with, almost, with that, than there would be with Persona, which is, like, a new concept every time. Like, it would be one of those scenarios where if you had, like, Persona users in the game, I would almost use them as, like, NPCs or something. Which could be actually cool, but... Excuse me. Alright, can't get Master Heal. That's a level 18 power. Can't get can't get Master Speed yet. Can't get Dominate Mind. Well, I don't know if I would necessarily agree with that, but the problem is that, like, Devil Summoner games generally fit in a greater narrative, whereas Persona does its world building, but it, like, changes its concept every fucking time, so the world building is almost exclusive to that Persona game. Force Storm. I'm gonna go with Disable Droid, because that's, like, an actually good power. Like, I would argue that, like if you, even if compared to, like, Soul Hackers, right? I would argue that, like, Persona 3 or 5, for example, have, like, more world building than Soul Hackers 2 does, I would say. But the problem is, like, if you were to set a story in those games, like if you wanted to use the same universe, it's like every Persona is, like, so wildly fucking different than every other Persona, whereas Devil Summoner's, like, more consistent. Like there's a through line between them. The only thing Devil Summoner game that changes up how demons work is Soul Hackers 2. And that's just because they have, like, a different demon summoning device. Fuck a comp. They have a different comp. God damn. My fucking... my head is not in SMT right now, clearly. So yeah, I'm actually interested because I think at the very late, like, I would also probably... Like, I think a Persona, like, tabletop could be a cool idea, but I do think in a long-form campaign, which is what I usually prefer to do, I do think Devil Summoner sort of lends itself more.
This is revealed.
So, and I think that could be really interesting. So I'm actually not just interested in it as a novelty. Hopefully it's not too married to the setting. Because occasionally you get RPGs that you literally cannot separate from their settings at all. So, contractors, read this first. Use the thorium charges in the locker as a last resort to clear a blocked door. The structure is very old and unstable, and cave-ins could damage or destroy artifacts we were sent here to collect. Hell yeah, I got the thorium charges. Or we can do it the right way by passing Sith school! Bypass all systems to the secondary buffer. Woo! History of the Sith. Error. Volume has been deleted. Returning to main. Holocrons. Excuse me. Holocrons. Message follows. The Academy contains a large collection of Sith holocrons. Basic holocrons containing a variety of historical and training information have been recently made available to students of the library. Message ends. Excuse me. I'd love to see a rulebook attempting to turn Type Moon's magic system into a TRPG. That could actually be cool and super work, though. I could see that. Because that would be a complete mess. It would be crunchy as shit, probably. But, it, like, the fact is, like, they over-elaborate on that shit so goddamn often that it's, like, halfway to being a video game in the first place. So I could easily see it working. I almost see it working more than I could see an SMT game working, if I'm being totally honest with you. Volume has been deleted, returning to main. The biggest problem is the math. You'd be doing so much math. It would have a very large barrier to entry on that one. Sith Code. The Sith Code message. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. Actually, you know, now that you've mentioned that, if anything, the fact that that doesn't exist actually seems sort of like a missed opportunity. Like, it feels like it should probably exist. Again, more than an SMT one does. Due to the absence of the headmaster, we switched to an automated training system until... Oh, okay, so basically this is the changes that occur after Revan killed everyone. Okay, interesting. Type Moon's magic system fits this meme I saw once perfectly. The more and more complex and in-depth the magic system is in media, the funnier it is when someone just pulls out a gun. Written test, baby! Begin the test. Which of the following Sith Lords is not entombed on Korriban? Nagasato, Ajunta Paul, Marco Ragnos, Freedom Nod, Tula Hord. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Freedom Nad, isn't it? A number of Sith Lords conducted the burial ritual of the great Marco Ragnos. The ritual required all Sith Lords in attendance to be evenly spaced in a perfect order. Ludo Kresh led the ritual from the coveted 6th position, directly opposite Simus in the 16th position. How many Sith Lords conducted the burial ritual? What? Ludocrush led the room from the 6th position. Directly opposite Simus in the 16th position. How many Sith Lords conducted the ritual? Uh, 21? I don't know. No, it couldn't possibly have been 21. They're supposed to be evenly spaced, wasn't it? Fuck. You actually have something to work with, unlike SMT, which is very video gaming. Yeah. Which of the following creatures would be the least suitable as a pet for a Sith Master? A Hissis, a Shryrak, a Tukata, a Gizka, a Booma Beast. Probably a Gizka. Which of the following statements is not a paradox? The student teaches his instructor who teaches his students. I always lie. The statement is false. To be powerful, one must have an army. To have an army, one must be powerful. Is no the answer to the question? Is not a paradox? Probably the top one. Also the bottom one, right? I would argue both. Unless it's the phrase, is no the answer to the question? I'm gonna go with the top one, but I can see it being the bottom one. The path to breaking chains. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Through strength I gain power. Through power through power I gain victory. Through victory my chains are broken. The Force shall set me free. Yeah. Fuck. Alright, let's go again, baby. I'm gonna say it's I still think it's Freedom Nad who's not entombed here. I'm gonna say 22 instead. I'm still gonna say a Gizka. I'm gonna now switch to is no the answer to the question, and then passion, strength, power, victory. Fuck. Alright, which means one of my questions was right, and I've now answered them wrong. Let's go again, baby. You know what? I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna say fucking Tula Cord this time. I'm going to say 22. I'm going to say Gizka. I'm going to say the top Lancer. I'm going to say passion, strength, power, victory. I've become more incorrect. Okay. I'm going to still say Freedom Nad. I'm still going to say 21 then. Let's go back to 21. This is a math problem, by the way, and I'm refusing to math. It could also be 20. It could also be 20. I'm still saying Gizka. I'm still saying the top one. And I'm still saying passion, strength, power, victory. Good enough. Now I want to type Moon tabletop game. It would be far beyond my skills or lack thereof, but it would... Yeah, don't you, like, not like tabletop games? I would be tempted to play it, but my problem I think I would have with it is I don't think I know enough about Type Moon to play it, if that makes... Like, I don't think I have enough adequate knowledge of the setting to do it. Because I've seen, like, I think all of the anime. Like, all of them. With the exception of, the Fate Grand Order stuff. And, like, 3 seasons of Prisma Ilia after Season 3 when I dropped it. Didn't drop it. I did not pick up the next season. Hold on, I want to clarify. It doesn't count as dropping it if I finish the season, according to Mal. So, that is what I'm going with. But, I play Cyberpunk 2020 and Red, but I think my enjoyment is largely because the people I play with that are fun. I mean, that is actually part of... That's part of it, though. So... I didn't know you were getting in Cyberpunk. Are you like... Is it like a regular thing, or you've just done some one-shots? Tukata looks hungry. Its cage is closed securely. You cannot see a way to open it from here. Access system commands. No! Fine. Training sequence corrupted. Resolved. Level 16 training sequence initiated. Mostly do short runs. Okay. I've looked at Cyberpunk. That game looks too fucking... That game looks too crunchy for me. There's too many fucking numbers I don't want to fucking deal with. Mainly because none of us can get a consistent schedule. Yeah, that's the problem. Do you, like, pick up the same character every time, or... Now I'm fascinated. Hold on. You pick up the same character every time, or do you make a new one each time? It helps so that the GM is a fucking tabletop god. Training failed. Reason, time elapsed. Infraction, unacceptable performance for a level 16 student. Report to detention room for disciplinary action. He owns his tabletop company. Oh, yeah, you mentioned this before.
Oh, yes. I felt this Jedi's death shortly after we arrived on Korriban.
So this is who we came here to find? Looks like this has been a big, dangerous waste of time.
Vash, she was a member of the Jedi Council. Hey, my allies leveled up. Hey, Visa's dark as shit. Yeah, I thought about getting Cyberpunk at one point, but there's so many fucking books, and it's so fucking lore heavy, and there's so many goddamn numbers. It just seems like a pain in the ass. Like, I have sort of gone in the opposite direction, where I actually have started liking a lot more rules light stories. Like, I'm going through this bit of a period where I'll be like, hey, I'm running a fucking tabletop. I made my own goddamn rule set, because I cannot be fucking bothered to run a full-scale game at this point. So I've been playing around with, like, making my own tabletops and, like, running those instead. I've described his explanations as, he makes it so I don't exactly understand, but I can at least pretend I do. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. So, let's see, Flurry. For 2020, we have a consistent crew of characters, but we do play around with new characters, too. Okay, cool. What's, should we give her a focus to melee weapons? Probably not. What's, ooh, going for a Jedi defense is a good one for her. What do you play as? I vaguely know you play Netrunner. Okay. You answered that before I even got to ask it. Jedi sense, toughness. Toughness is good. I'm gonna go Flurry. I'm gonna go max level Flurry. Yeah. No penalty Flurry. That's good. Force channel. Do we want to give her a force heal, or do we want to give her insanity? Probably insanity, right? I also played a media, which was quite funny because my goal was to make. Okay, how'd that go for you? I didn't bring this up, but on Mama Sack's birthday, she used to run a long time Vampire the Masquerade campaign. I described this character as an evil Instagram vlogger, and she wanted to do a Vampire the Masquerade one shot. And I was like, sure, I'll play a Vampire the Masquerade one shot. Why not? And I went Ventrue because I like being Ventrue. But my inspiration for my Ventrue character wasn't, I didn't want to be like a classic stone cold businessman. My idea for my Ventrue was that I was going to be a modern day crypto bro. So my character inspiration was that I was basically Sam Bankman-Fried. It was very funny, but he did get killed. Hilariously enough, I got Diablerized. But I got Diablerized. But the character that ended up eating me didn't make their requisite checks, so I ended up possessing my killer's body. And so now, hilariously, my character has gone from being Sam Bankman-Fried to just a hot black dude. All my knowledge of Vampire Masquerade comes from a video game and the short TV series. I am not a big Brujah fan. Although, fun fact, the Brujah actually are what killed White Wolf fully, because they got saved by Paradox Entertainment, who makes Stellaris. Yeah, they released. I'm going off of memory on this. I remember they released the 5th edition Brujah book, and it had a lot of to do with Eastern European genocides of gay people, and there was discussions about how to be a Brujah white supremacist and shit, and then there was an uproar about that, which I would say probably justified, honestly. Because I've always been on the table saying you should be able to write anything. You should be allowed to write anything, but also, on the other hand, why the fuck are you writing that, right? It's very, I was going to say uncouth, which is not a strong enough word. It's very in poor taste, is what I'm saying, especially for the context. So yeah, they were here's how you be a Brujah white supremacist who may or may not be participating in gay genocides. And then Paradox is whoa, and fired everyone and dissolved the whole company. And from what I understand, they're now spearheading 5th edition Vampire the Masquerade, and then retracted the Brujah book and have republished the Brujah book with all that shit cut out because of fucking course they did. It was fucking wild. So woo. That's what I've heard. That's going off of my vague memories of Wikipedia articles and shit I read about the controversy. So I'm not 100% sure it's accurate, but to my knowledge, that is in the strike zone of what happened, and it does actually involve end with Paradox firing everyone, dissolving White Wolf completely, and then just spearheading the 5th edition by themselves. So yeah, but anyway, I've never been a general Brujah fan in the first place. I've always had a preference for the Ventrue. Something about the cold, clinical, hyper-capitalist character. I don't know. It does something. I like it. Excuse me. So I have a penchant for playing Ventrue, and I always usually play up the Ventrue-ness, where basically my character is like a fucking cartoon Lex Luthor, essentially. Datapad Lona Vish. This is the journal of Master Lona Vash. I found the Sith that I had come to Korriban looking for. I'm no fool, but I fell into their trap. Their leader, Darth Sion, is a perversion of the dark side, such I have not seen before. Though he was cunning enough to capture me, he seems otherwise to be a volatile brute, and therefore should be easily coerced. Vampire the Masquerade redemption stream when? I don't know what the fuck redemption is. Unless I do. No, I don't. I don't know what... Is Redemption the Dark Ages one? I don't think I have that one. I have Bloodlines. I've played Bloodlines. Bloodlines is a fucking good game. When it runs. Kind of ironic, too, seeing as Vampire the Masquerade is clearly inspired by Anne Rice and her vampires were gay as fuck. Oh, I mean... I don't know if the Brujah were committing... like committing genocide. I just know that, like, the genocides were part of the text of the book. So, if I keep my wits about me, I have no doubt I will escape the situation before I'm captured and manage to create a system account under my name on the council in the room here. That will allow me to open the door back to the valley. I will say that at least the, like, previous versions of the game were pretty, like, LGBT, like, adjacent, in what could arguably be considered a bit of a problematic way, but, I mean, it's fucking 90s vampire media. What are you gonna do about it, you know what I'm saying? The first half is Dark Ages, the second half is Modern. Yeah, I've never played it. I've never played it. System commands. Enter Lona Vash. Open the fucking front door. Go back. Schedule disciplinary action. Self. Disciplinary action scheduled. Detention center will execute disciplinary action. It's good? Okay, interesting. I believe Mama Sack has played it, but I certainly haven't. But she plays every single Vampire the Masquerade game.
Did you come here for answers? There are none. The call of Korriban is strong, but it is the call of the dead. I have studied you, immersed myself in you. I know the paths you walked in exile. I know your teacher. I know the fires that raged upon the Ducks and Moon while the Republic died around you. You know war. You know battle. And I know of Malachor. You know what it means to be broken.
I might have missed my opportunity
destroy you, as she did me. I can end it before
to get into the holocron room. What do you know of Correa?
I know her as an apprentice knows their master, and as a master knows an apprentice.
What do you want with her?
I want her to die, and see all that she has built cast down, all that she holds dear in shards at her feet.
You want to be a Toreador, is what you've just described. If you want revenge on her, don't let me stand in your way.
You are a wretched thing, a thing of weakness and fear. You are her apprentice in name only. I am the master, and that is why you will die.
I should have gotten Darkside points for trying to fucking turn Kreia in.
Scion. He cannot be defeated. He is not a beast of flesh and blood. This is not a battle that can be won. Flee.
Thanks for the information.
There will be another time, but it is not now. Not here, while Korriban runs through him.
Yeah, I might need to reload.
Do not harm her. I command it. She has earned this. She and I will meet again.
I'm gonna use another save. I'm gonna use the probably right save. Because I don't know if it'll let me back in here. Probably not. So we're actually gonna reload. Ah, fuck! That was my last... Okay.
Where that came from?
I shall make this one stop.
Where that came from?
You got, oh, you got an angry DM over Diabolic Lovers. Okay. Why? What happened? Oh no, we have to report to detention. Oh. They leveled up. Again. What did I do? I went bop, bop, bop? Yeah, I went bop, bop, bop. Oh, and then she gets one more skill point? Oh, she gets no more skill points. I'm dumb. And then we gave her Flurry. And then for powers, we gave her Insanity. Although we could have given her Kill. Fuck it. I said we give her Insanity, we give her Insanity. He gets Sneak Attack. Let's go bop, bop, bop. Bop. Except me. And then I'm gonna actually turn around. And we're gonna see if Scion is down there. He's not, so we're gonna save the game now. Now I'm gonna blow that fucking door open with those thorium charges. All I did was mention I was playing the game for the first time in forever. They were talking about it, and DM got another guy there and not engaged in conversation, calling me a monster fucking slut and a dumb whore. Wow! So, not a well-adjusted person, huh? Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. He was mad that his messages were being parried. Oh, Jesus. What a fucking loser. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on Twitch. They don't like it when you name call. Fuck it. What a fucking loser. I feel like it's not the first time I've name called on Twitch anyway, so they haven't caught me yet. Made it blatant obvious that he doesn't like me, and I've taken it to not acknowledging him. That's fair. You know you can, what was this on Discord? You could probably block them.
I'll bet even the Ebonhawk couldn't blast through this door.
A dark Jedi left her impression here. This door has been sealed intentionally.
I will now use the thorium charges. Come back! I just cave in the building and kill Scion. Now, it says a dark Jedi has left her impression here. I would say it depends on your motivation, right? If you would rather not deal with them at all, you should definitely block them. If you are taking some sort of grim satisfaction in that you are progressively pissing them off harder, then just continuing to ignore them would be the better choice. But I will let you decide where your head is at on that. But if it's causing you, like, even a bit of distress, I highly recommend blocking them.
And unrest grows amongst the Sith. They're convinced Revan will not return, so they fight amongst themselves. The betrayals mount, and no matter...
Oh shit, Darkside Bastila.
Lose. There is no one left with the power to control the Forge, though many have tried. I've watched them be devoured, their life drained from them as they attempt to tap into its power. Knowing what we do of the Builders and their fate, I'm convinced that Revan did not intend us to keep the Star Forge. To use it would mean the end of the Sith, and the end of the Force. I have done as Revan asked and remained here, but she has been gone for too long. I will wait no longer. Whoever survives this Sith civil war should not be one I wish to follow. There is only Revan. Only she can shape this galaxy as it is meant to be shaped. She lives still. This I know. If she will not return, then I shall find her and discover why. I cannot remain here not knowing. I've become certain there is something she remembered in the unknown regions. It is a technique she learned fighting the Mandalorians that allowed her to convert the last of the Jedi who fought beside her, and to murder those who had not. And she fears it is still out there, and silent for far too long.
Excuse me.
It has been months since...
Their anger is a little funny, but at the same time, me so clearly has severe rage problems that actually does scare you at points. I mean, if it's scaring you, then yeah, you should probably go for the block, you know? No reason giving yourself undue stress. What is the zoom in button? Tab?
Something up?
Bwah! Yes! Bwah! I can see through people now. What other force abilities do I have? I have Force Channel. Jedi support, stationary, ranged. Characters using ranged behavior will attack any enemy they see, but will stay within 10 meters of the character you're controlling. They'll use ranged weapons, but if attacked in melee, will switch to melee until they're no longer threatened. Shicho, Makashi, Sorisu, Force Channel. FP regain and additional force damage. Oh, well then yeah, continue to use that. Do. So I didn't really get anything from them. That's just a little bit of extra lore, I suppose. Wow. So I was told I would get a lot of dark side points. I have not gotten a lot of dark side points here. I was told I would be eating good old darkies. There's nothing I can say about about the words that I just said out loud. Not. I mean, I clearly didn't mean it to come out like that. What do you think of the new I haven't heard it. I haven't heard like a new Kanye song since Nanda. What do you know about Kreia?
I...
What does Kreia want with me?
She clings to hope that perhaps she can train one as great as her first. She is a fool who escaped death once.
I love that he
She will
phrases
not do
that
so again.
as though, like, yes, Revan is so much better. What do you want with
I
her?
want...
If you want revenge, don't let me stand in your way.
You are a wretched thing.
Is it a doozy?
Full of
Okay.
weakness and
Do we
fear.
do we have to do a
You
live
are
reaction?
Apprentice in name only. And that is why you will die.
We'll do a live reaction if we have to.
More where that came from.
It's banned on every streaming site instead of Twitter? Oh my god. Wow!
More where that
Clutch ass lightning bolt! I won't run from that corpse.
There will be another time.
Do not harm her.
I should be able to mute it.
She has earned this.
He'll probably actually
She
get
and
banned.
I will
I should be
meet
able to
again.
mute it so that it doesn't come over the speakers. I think we have to do a live reaction. I think we have to do a live reaction. Hold on. Alright, let's see what we got. We're gonna put up the be right back. I'm gonna leave my voice on. I'm going to mute desktop audio. So I'm going to play a little bit of a clip of a video I've got over here. And then you tell me if it's at all... I can't even say the fucking title. I'll figure it out. Let's go. You tell me if you can hear this at all. Uh-huh. I'm going to feel like no. I'm going to say you can't hear this, I'm sure. You hear nothing. Okay, great. All right, let's do it. Let's find it. Let's hold on. Live reaction. Live reaction. New Kanye West song. Let's go. What is it called? River? It's called Cuck? Is it called Cuck? Kanye West's pro-Hitler song gets millions of streams. What's the name of it? Okay, hold on. It is called Hail Hitler. Okay. Well. Alright. Let's fucking go. Let's see how bad. We'll do it live. Oh boy. I want a lyrics video. I want to see how bad it is while I'm hearing how bad it is. Wow, it is hard to fucking find it, huh? Hold on. Hail Hitler official video? I think this is the official YouTube video. Hold on. Nope! It was removed from YouTube for a violation of terms of service. Okay. Alright. Here is a re-upload from 2 days ago, which was removed from YouTube. Here is a re-upload from 1 day ago with 1 view that was removed a day ago. Holy shit. Here's a lyrics video that was removed from YouTube. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Here's a 3-1 from 3 no. He made Graduation, though, can only go so far. I would argue Graduation's not even his best album. Fucking removed from YouTube. Oh my god. How bad is it? Here it is on Daily Motion. Daily Motion has no morals. Thank God. I can always count on Daily Motion. I love you, Daily Motion. Okay. 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 I mean, the opening's sad, but it's not bad so far. I mean, it's not like his best work. Okay. Oh. Okay. Alright. Alright, no, we're getting into it. This almost doesn't... This doesn't... This doesn't sound like Kanye. Like, I mean, stylistically. Yeah, I mean, so far it's not actually that bad. I mean, obviously the chorus is problematic, but, like, he isn't saying anything. He's, like, using it as, like, set dressing for an aesthetic, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like he's taking, like, Nazi symbology and using it as a sort of rallying cry, not necessarily for, like, blatant Nazism, but more as a Nazi cry for rebellion and oppression. And that's an actual Hitler speech playing in the background. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that was gonna be worse. I was expecting it to be so much worse.
My life for you.
It was the timing. It was the timing. It was the timing of me being like, he's just using it as an aesthetic. And the Hitler speech in the background kicked on. Woo! Woo! Oh. Is it wrong if I said it was a bit of a treat? Now, obviously, fuck Hitler. All my homies hate Hitler. All right, I just want to put that. I want to put that out there. I don't fucks with the Nazis. All right. You have to say that nowadays. Is the disappointing part? I think is that you have to clarify. Fuck Nazis. Which used to just the most baffling thing, as we've hit the 2020s, is that, like, fuck Nazis used to be implied, and it's not anymore, and we now have to say that. Is, I think, if anything. Even the Joker didn't fuck with the Nazis. Yeah. But yeah, no, I do lean into, like, the song itself starts off very sad and somber, and it's almost like he does it. Honestly, the way that song is phrased, it seems like he's being controversial and saying things as an intentional way of throwing you off. Like people are like, oh, Kanye's just trolling, but, like, after that, it really does feel like he is trolling at that. It genuinely doesn't feel genuine. It feels like he's like, my life sucks, and he's almost, couple that with like the new nitrous addiction and the fact that he's like actively, it seems like, trying to ruin his reputation and legacy, and it seems like the divorce has hit him in such a way that he's almost like entering this like self-destructive masochistic path where he's like trying to undo the work that he's already done, is what it seems like. It genuinely doesn't feel like genuine. It feels like the musical version of like cutting yourself, is what I'm saying, is what that comes off as. Because like nowhere in the song did he ever actually preach like Nazi ideology or anything. He was just like, here's a Hitler speech, Hail Hitler, all my homies love Hitler. But, like, he's not, but, like, what he says in the songs, the actual lyrical content is, like, I'm sad, my kids won't see me, I'm, like, high off my mind, I'm divorced, I'm a cuck, and my wife is, like, fucking other people. It's, like, it's coming from, like, an almost, a place of, like, personal tragedy. And the, like, framing of the song isn't very, like, Kanye aesthetic either. Is something I've noticed. It's almost like too upbeat for him. There's like a brief tinge of a sort of oh fuck, what was that album? Fuck, not Yachty, the other one. Oh fuck, the Red Label. Fuck. The one Black Skinhead is on. What the fuck album was that? Not Yachty. Yeah, what album was Black Skinhead? Yeezus. There we go. Yeah, there's almost like a tinge of Yeezus before it like it changes to a sort of like more upbeat, inspirational one. It sounds more like the song of like it's almost got like a revolutionary vibe, as though like Kanye in his self-destructive tendencies feels like he's sort of like rallying against an oppression that he himself is applying onto himself. And I know that sounds too elaborate, but like the man made My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. It almost seems intentional, like in that regard. Like, I could actually see it being a sort of artistic statement. Now, do I think it's an artistic statement he should be making? No. But there is something to be said about his level of artistry, where I genuinely do think this could be coming from almost like a cry for help sort of place. But of course, he's gone so far down this destructive path that I think actually receiving a helping hand is sort of out of the question by and large, because of the damage he's done to himself and his reputation at this point. But yeah, I also, it's worth noting that there's like worse things on YouTube. So like the decision to ban that song when so much worse has come out, that's was sort of like a nothing burger sort of song. So I do think it's sort of interesting, and I do think that a lot of places, like, from the ban of that is specific, like the controversy from that is coming specifically because of how well known of a figure Kanye West is, rather than necessarily the message of the video. Like, the message of the video isn't actually Hail Hitler. It seems to be, like I said, it sounds like a cry for help, honestly. Is what it sounds like. It's, like, kind of sad. Like, the song itself's, like, tonally upbeat, but what I'm getting from it is not great, especially with that opening. So, it seems like he's, like, in a really bad place, honestly. See, it sounds like the dude needs a hug from a wife who's not running around fucking other dudes. If anything, and I could totally be reading into this, it almost could be a situation where it's like, maybe his wife's like cheating on him a bunch or something, and he's trying to mentally and emotionally justify it. I don't know. Or maybe he's an actual cuck and he's just like really proud of it. Maybe I could be reading too much into that as well. But yeah, it's almost, it definitely sounds like a sort of like a cry for help type of thing. It's not his best one, and the fact that it's only a 2-verse song as opposed to a 3-verse song definitely feels like the song is sort of leaving out something. It feels like there was like a third part of that song that was like incomplete, which might have been also an artistic statement, or he just didn't finish the fucking song, or that was the intention, was to end on a feel like, I don't know. Either he just made he didn't make a full song. He just didn't flesh the thought out all the way. Or he was trying to make a sort of feeling of emptiness, like something is missing. Or or some regards to that. But it definitely felt like there should have been a third verse or something to that was just like missing. It felt like he didn't finish the thought. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's not his best work. I'm not going to argue it's his best work. It's not. I mean, I didn't hate it, honestly, if I'm being honest. Kanye West crashed like Elizabeth Bathory. I didn't hate it. Like, sonically, the aesthetic of it wasn't terrible. Like, honestly, if he was saying, real talk, if he was saying not Hail Hitler, you know, or and there wasn't a Hitler speech playing in the background at the exact end of it, if he was saying basically anything else, I could bump it occasionally, is what I'm saying. Like I mean, again, not his best work, almost mid as far as like Kanye can go, but like the only reason you wouldn't play that song is because it's called Hail Hitler. The mixing was god-awful. It wasn't his best. I'll say that. Like I said, it's not his best work. It's also not his worst work, I will say. He has made some trash, so... yeah, it was certainly interesting. I think a lot of the controversy has to come from the fact that it's coming from Kanye West. I think if, like, a Tom McDonald came out with that, no one would give a single shit. Although, let's be real, that song was too good for Tom McDonald to come out with. Oh! After the stream video coming in. No, I muted it. I didn't, like, defend the song. I mean, I think the chorus is, like, sort of reprehensible. I mean, again, fuck Nazis. You know, all my homies hate Nazis. I'm not on that Hitler train. If you take away anything from this, I want it to be that I do not fuck with Hitler. This datapad appears to have belonged to a Sith Tukata trainer. I've released several of my best trained Tukata into the caves to fully eradicate the Shriwalk infestation. So far, so good. My only concern is the eagerness the beasts have for the hunt. I must apply extra punishment to the Tukata that ignore their masters before they revert back to their predatory nature. The Canadian pretending to be in there. Oh my god, I forgot about that! Hell yeah, life support pack. I have heard that, like, he does have, like, actual Nazi songs, though. So I am wondering. But, like, I would be, as far as, like, that goes, I'd be shocked if there's not, like, straight up, like, punk songs or something that aren't worse than that. You know, from, like, the Nazi punk scene. Like, it really did feel pretty mild, if I'm being honest. I expected it to be way worse. Hell yeah, Visa, you use Life Drain. Oh, by the way, did I remember to reactivate my audio? Yeah, I did, okay. You think if we bring the receipt, we can get a refund? We could try. You know, Kanye mentioned, I think in one of his, like, old albums, it might have been Donda, which was actually a pretty solid album, where he comments on how people say they want the old Kanye back. I would also enjoy the old Kanye back, actually. Excuse me. If we could exchange this one with the old one, that'd be pretty neat, frankly. Because that one was crazy, but, you know, didn't have a song called Hail Hitler, so...
You are no match for us.
More where that came from. Time to kick you down the sides.
A weakness.
More where that came from.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. Fast forward, Kanye. God, you hear that, like, Kanye quest that, like, black people deserved slavery? Or something like that? Jesus Christ.
Time to even the odds. More where that came from. More where that came from.
Oh, it's just straight up Treewoks versus... How long ago were these fucking dogs released into this tunnel that they're still fighting the fucking bats?
More where that came from.
Anyway, when I finish the last Eminem album, which I still haven't listened to, I'm gonna listen to the new Tyler album, Chromacopia, something like that. I think it's Chromacopia. I'm gonna listen to the new Tyler album, Chromacopia, and then I'm gonna do a go back. I'm gonna listen to the Kanye albums as a bit of a refresher, which means I will have to listen to the new controversial ones. So in the future, you'll be able to hear whether I think that he did make, in fact, actual genuine Nazi music. I don't think that song counts as Nazi music, despite the chorus and everything, because it didn't promote Nazi ideology. But he has on, like, Twitter and stuff, I think, at certain points. So, have fun finding them. I have my ways. That album might be hard to find, though, apparently. The Cuck album, I might have a fucking time on that one.
More where that came from.
Apparently. If the fucking song gets banned off YouTube, I might have an issue. But I also am assuming that that song will not stay banned on YouTube. I think it's relatively new. YouTube has an outcry, so they're cracking down on it. I bet you in, like, fucking a year from now. Not even that. In, like, a couple months, YouTube will stop banning them, and you can, like, find it freely on YouTube. I bet you. I fucking bet you. I bet it's just because it's, like, the new hotness. Ooh, we got a Rhodian blade. Is a Rhodian blade good? Oh, I should level up, shouldn't I? I am level 15. The crazy thing about this game is you level up so much You're the new hot... Oh, thank you, maid. The crazy thing about this game is you level up so much faster than in the first game. Because, like, level 15, you'd be, like, almost through the game at this point, and I basically just started. So I do find it interesting that this game has such a higher XP bonuses. Alright, I'm gonna go with Blaster Specialization. Plus 2 damage. I could also do Close Combat, but I think Close Combat... I think Close Combat just adds... I could also do Regenerate Force Powers. Which would not be terrible for me. Because I think my lack of Force Energy is my, like, full holdback. So maybe I'll do that next feat. I'm going to go Blaster Rifle Specialization. Powers! Ooh, Night Speed. Duration of 36 seconds. Oh, it's always 36 seconds. Defense increased by 4. 2 attacks per round are gained. Oh, no, no, no. Actually, that would, that, like, vastly increases my kill speed. Hold on, yeah, add powers to that. There we go! Ba-ba-doo-ba-doo. Let's go! Master Speed! Brown. That's the sound you make when you use Master Speed, I guess. Ooh, this is a deadly Up.
A weakness is revealed.
Time to take you down to size.
So, we came to this world for dark side points. And why did the dog have a computer spike? We came to this world for dark side points. And I definitely feel like I've acquired no dark side points from here. Though fucking Kanye West talk not even the weirdest conversation you had on Twitch today. Ooh, go on. I am doing nothing, if I'm being real with you. This one has 2 sonic grenades. Hacker Dog. What? The bat had sonic grenades in it. That reminds me, and the Blood Moon DLC of Morrowind. There's a cave you can come in. I think it's on like the eastern portion of the island of Solstheim. You go in there, and the bear, you see a bear, and it turns towards you, and then it fires a fireball out of its mouth at you. And you're like, what the fuck? And then you, like, kill the bear, and you realize that it had a ring of fireball, and it, like, ate a dude that had a ring of fireball. And now the bear can cast a fireball. It's fucking, it's funny as shit. It's nice. The innuendo surrounding the name Smash for Smash Bros. Okay. It's always been there. Powered light battle armor. Sith assassin behind me while I'm on the bridge. And I told a story that happened last year where I was having sex with a guy, and then after we finished, he said, hey, wanna smash? And we played Smash Bros. Brawl. Brawl's fun. I don't care what anyone says. I have not played, I think, any Smash Bros. Games. It's got Solid Snake in it. That's a good reason to like any game. Yeah, I haven't played any of the Smash Bros. Games. I know the new one has, like, everyone that's ever been in there, I think. And I know it's, like, a lot of Fire Emblem characters. And people are like, oh, there's too many Fire Emblem characters. Because apparently people can't tell Fire Emblem characters apart. They're fun, but I cannot see myself being, like, a constant returning player. Yeah, I don't know. I know there's, like, a huge community.
As I told you before, you do not have the strength to enter this place yet. You should return here later when your power has grown.
Oh, can I not go in here? Oh, I might need to come back here in, like, late game. You lack the strength to enter the tomb ahead. You must be aligned with either light or dark side of the Force. Fair enough. Yeah, I know there's like a huge community around it, but I don't know. I tried to... I think the fighting game I've gotten the closest to, like, getting into was like Street Fighter, and even then, it's like, it kind of hurts my hands after a while, so I'm just like, I'm not built for fighting games. Thwarted by neutrality. Damn you, me! So, like, what made the conversation weird? Because you mentioned it was a weird conversation. So did it, like, go somewhere? Or was it just, like, the story? Oh, what do we got?
What?
I'm gonna only not play that whole thing just because I'm worried it's gonna trigger something. Oh, it's more awkward? Okay, gotcha. I mean, I admire the Riz, frankly. It's not what I would use as pillow talk, but hey, you do you. So I guess we can't go into the tombs, which is a little disappointing. And I'm assuming it's not going to let me go back. So my objective for coming here was to get as much Darkside points as we could before we get to Onderon. And I feel like I failed. I feel like I failed. Unfortunately, another thing I said in that stream was my current boyfriend lives in my dresser and is powered by batteries, so that didn't exactly work out. I mean... I appreciate that joke. I don't know. Maybe you're just playing to the wrong crowd. God damn it. I wish night speed lasted longer. The joke hit? Okay. Oh, the relationship. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alright, that was a weird intro when we came in here. It, like, stuttered for a little bit. I wonder if there's a change. Let's talk to everyone, see what they have to say.
Life for yours.
Alright. What a way to start a conversation.
I will answer what I can.
Nope, none of this. This is all old hat stuff.
Yes, General?
No, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want a lightsaber. I don't have a crystal anyway. Is the top of the hyperdrive slightly transparent? That's fucking weird. Yeah, I'm still not in goth mommy mode. That's not great. I need to, like, kill a puppy or something. Oh, they took out the smuggler hatch, apparently. Hey man, could you not wave that sword to me?
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Yes! We've got to talk about... Oh, hold on, we have to talk about the Force. Can you tell me anything about sight?
When I spoke of sight before, there is a similar handicap that tends to occur among those strong in the Force. They neglect their skills. Some believe they no longer need them. The greatest wielders of the Force are those that maintain some grounding to the more...
Palpatine famously was like, lightsabers are bullshit, and he didn't use them. What do you mean?
Some wielders of the Force have mastered piloting, others the ability to fix and repair and build, from simple moisture vaporators to more complex machines such as droids and vehicles. One's ability to understand the human body and its ailments, for example, can make your powers within the Force more complete, more powerful, when you attempt to repair the cellular damage of another. And others have mastered the more subtle work of politics, persuasion. Do not doubt that a galaxy may be conquered with words, a republic overthrown, and an empire made.
Hey!
When such skills are honed, one's abilities with the Force become that much stronger. My warning to you is this. Do not rely on your companions to compensate for your weaknesses in skill. There will be times they will not be there to help you when needed. What skill would you say is your greatest strength?
My ability to perceive the environment, I guess.
And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness?
Healing others, repairing machines, understating explosions, relying on not being seen, and my aptitude for my persuasion, convincing stubborn security devices to open. I don't know. Probably fucking understanding healing others, repairing machine. Oh, fuck, I don't know. Relying on not being seen.
Then my task before you is this. Take your greatest weakness. Devote effort to it.
He only said that because he got disarmed by both Windu and Yoda. He just sucked at it. He was actually really good at it, surprisingly. It's just like Windu's like the greatest duelist of like the modern era. And how do I do that?
As you learn and train and test yourself against the galaxy, all your skills...
Like, he does a lightsaber duel with like Darth Maul and his brother in the Clone Wars series, and he fucking bodies both of them. I'll think on this and return when my weakest skill is stronger.
Yes.
I want to teach more with the Force. I want to continue that lesson.
Very well. Sit with me. You have brushed the surface thoughts of another. It is a start. Calm yourself. This time, silence your own thoughts. Keep them still. Imagine the waters of the room of 1,000 fountains, each stream suddenly falling silent.
God, can you imagine how much water 1,000 fountains has to suck up?
Imagine the ice of Telos, cold and smooth, as it gathers upon the plateau. Now, stretch out. Feel the ship around you. Strip away the metal, and see the souls and minds of those that fill its corridors, with more thoughts and dreams and worries than can fill the space of this ship.
As my feet
Excuse
walk
me.
from the ashes of Qatar, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and...
Switch the face of the +1 -1 card. The totals are 9, 10. Switch the face of the +2 -2 card. The total is 8, 11. Switch.
Your command echoes still, General, and I obey, as I did at Malachor.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar,
Switch the face of the +1
I shall
-1
not
card.
fear,
The totals are 9, 10.
for in fear
Switch the face of the +2
Your command
-2
echoes
card.
still,
The
General,
total is 8,
and I
11.
obey,
Switch.
as I did at Malachor.
That sound in the background, what is it?
Not now. Focus on my voice.
Malachor.
Now do you hear me? Truly hear me.
I hear you. This is incredible.
You have taken the first steps on a much longer road, exile.
What about T3?
The droid cannot be read in such a way. As for the alien who served with you in the war, its thoughts are more difficult, requiring many translations in meaning. Often it is better to read their impulses and images than their spoken thoughts. That is why he is deaf to you. I have found his impulses are cold, like a dead weight. His thoughts are black.
But I did hear something from Bowder.
Indeed. It is strange that I did not.
Maybe it's because I know him better, I served with him.
Perhaps. I would not put much weight on such things.
There was also something wrong with Atton's thoughts.
Of course there was. It is because Atton was not playing Pazak, yet he counts cards in his head. At times he will list off engine sequencers, memorize the hyperspace routes on the other side of the galaxy, count the ticking in the power couplings even though they are fixed. At other times, he will imagine certain base lusts, certain indignities. It may be Atten is far cleverer than he feigns to be. Or perhaps he is simply a fool.
Perhaps. Maybe I'll go see him and see how his Pazak game is coming. Hey, maximum
Yes.
force points. I want more force knowledge. I want to ask about the lesson related to my skills.
Have you done as...
I've devoted myself to not being sane.
Very well. Then know this.
I'm glad it
How
let
some
me through
situations
this.
play out depend on who is perceiving them and whether they are...
Because I definitely did not improve
Your
my
ability
skill,
to
which was
control
already
the
maxed out.
perception of others in such situations will allow you to manipulate events to resolve them peacefully or violently. Skill does not always draw from the Force, but it is a measure of power.
Looks like we got about
nonetheless.
half hour
It
left
can
in the stream.
grant knowledge, help steady oneself when one's thoughts are in chaos, or grant enlightenment. Much can be achieved without the Force, as you know. Life continues, persists, and may be helped or harmed as a result. Now I am tired. Leave me to my meditations.
You've gained the bonus to your weakest and strongest skills and have recovered some of your connection to the Force. No, I didn't want that. What the fuck does that mean my stealth skill is at right now? Awareness was my highest. It's reached an 100. And my stealth is still at 99.
Yes.
Yeah, bitch, I hacked my stats to be max. I'm the GOAT. The GOAT! I've said this before, but, like, whenever I see that, like, EDP clip, I always feel a little grossed out after what happened with EDP. I want to know about force forms.
Very well. Of which did you wish instruction?
The one that allows me to focus the force.
It allows you to recover your strength with the Force more quickly, and it lends strength to your Force powers. It has no other drawbacks. Such a form is a gift, preferred of the Jedi Consulars, and effective in combats where you must fight only through the Force.
I want you to teach me more about the force. Before, when I heard the thoughts of my companions, I heard something like an echo.
Ah, I had wondered if...
Did you just say force
But your
words?
powers are strong indeed. Now is not the time to speak of this. Wait until you have more of the galaxy within you, and we shall speak again.
Fair enough. I have other questions. Oh, hold on.
Yes? Ah.
What do you mean?
Every step on our journey shall bring with it discoveries. With persistence, you shall grow in the Force. And for every planet we reach, all that we touch with our presence, you shall grow, for you will have no choice.
I will return when I'm both more experienced and traveled to all of the planets, Master.
Yes?
Okay, now I have, like, real questions. Are you Sith or Jedi? Do you know Atris? What do you know of Visa's Master? Council? Visa's homeworld? I'm leaving. Goodbye! After that conversation with Kreia, I think it would be apt to revisit my companions whose minds I just breached.
Yes.
And all he wants to do is make me build a lightsaber, which I don't want a lightsaber. I make my gun go pew-pew.
My life for you.
Sure, Visa. Alright, well, I'm done with you. And I make my gun go pew-pew. Pew-pew. Can I build this fucking robot yet? No. Alright. Well, we're gonna have to go to Onderon, and then I'm gonna have to, like, kill a puppy or something. Security system. Oh, I can, like, check... Oh, that's neat. I can fucking find T3. T3, where are you? Okay, well, T3's clearly died, because he's not anywhere on the ship. Oh, there he is. Oh, man, we should have brought T3 to see the Bastila Holocron. Oh, that would have been neat. I'm finished. Are you alright? Play the message.
T3.
I'll be going. Okay, that's just a repeat. Did I hallucinate, or was this, like, interactive? Oh, no. I thought a circle appeared briefly. Alright, well, I guess we're going to talk to Atten and then head off to Onderon.
Something up?
I have some questions. Never mind.
Something up?
Yeah, Atten, why do you play Pazak in your head?
Passes the time. It's better than listing off engine sequencers, memorizing hyperspace routes, or counting ticks in the power couplings.
There are no ticks in the power coupling, it's fixed.
Of course it's fixed. And that's why you should count the ticking in the power coupling, too.
That doesn't answer my question. Silent looks at player, frowns. Oh yeah, he's certainly looking at me and frowning.
Why do I play Pazak? Alright, I'll show you.
If it's a friendly game, sure.
Good match. Now, what are you thinking about right now?
I was trying to compute the totals to 20.
Right. And that's why I play Pazak in my head.
Because if you don't, you've left the door open, and anyone could walk right in.
You play Pazak to shield your thoughts.
No, I play Pazak in my head. But while I'm doing that, it's a lot harder for someone to walk in.
Is that something you can train me to do?
No. I can only teach you to play Pazak. You understand what I'm saying?
I think so? Then I want to learn to play Pazak.
Good. Now you understand. Alright, I'll deal then. If you're ever fighting someone who has the power over your mind, whether light or dark, play Pazak. Start listing hyperspace routes, recite engine sequencers, and when they try to use their powers on you, suddenly it's not as easy as they thought.
Because you'll be right here with me, playing Pazak, where they can't reach you.
Atten has taught you to play Pazak in your head as a way of resisting mental domination. You've gained a permanent +1 to your willpower saves. Hell yeah, Atten.
Something.
Alright, I'm done. Alright, well, I guess we have to go to Onderon. And I've just got to kill a puppy on Onderon. I have to... We've entered our dark side arc, where I'm a real asshole now. That's the only situation. Someone's gonna get shot in the head for no reason.
Well, this is Onderon. Looks like there's a long line to get into the ISIS starport.
Something feels wrong here. A great disturbance here in orbit, and again on the planets below.
I guess this blockade is a symptom of larger problems on Onderon.
Well, I
Looks
finished
like
my
we're
monster.
About to find out. I'm receiving a message from some Colonel Tobin. Patching it through.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival. I don't know your business on Onderon, but it ends here.
We've taken some hits. We can try to fight back, or I can outrun them and hide us on the jungle moon nearby. It's your call.
Oh man, the turret. Keep her steady. Got him.
I can't keep us in one piece much longer. Sorry to spoil your fun, but we've got to land now. I'm gonna put us down on that jungle moon.
Fair enough.
You know, just once I wish someone was glad to see us. But no, if it isn't weapons pointed at our heads, it's someone trying to blast us out of the
this
sky.
is where you recruit Canderous. How badly damaged is the ship?
It's taken a little damage, nothing too serious. I'm shutting down all unnecessary systems until we make repairs. It'll keep us from being a target.
Any idea where we are?
Looks like one of the moons of Onderon. Not sure which one. It's mostly jungle and mountain. I did pick up the remains of an old outpost near here. Maybe that's why there's all these clearings around. Maybe they were once settlements.
There were no settlements here. Those clearings were most likely once craters or crash sites.
Crash sites?
This is Duxon, where the Mandalorians began their crusade against the Republic. The remains of whatever outposts you detected.
Oh, that's a nice little
are
through line
military
between the
ones.
Mandalorian
Should
War
be
and...
careful.
This is where the Mandalorian War started? This doesn't look like much of a battlefield.
Much is buried here, and there is much that should remain buried.
What now?
Well, the space battle's still going on overhead. Since they were so eager to use our hull for target practice, I doubt they're just gonna forget us. Well, I don't like it. Onderon is about as far from the core as you can get and still be in the Republic. But even out here, the locals have heard of us.
We're lucky I was able to find this place to land. Looks like something has cleared away the jungle in a few spots around here.
Where did we land?
Looks like one of the moons of Onderon. Crash site.
Oh. Alright, enough of this. How soon can we leave?
Until the ship is repaired, we're not going anywhere. Unless you can find another route to Onderon, we should sit tight.
There may be a means to get to Onderon by another route. The Force has guided us here for a reason. We should explore our surroundings. There is... something here.
Something? Oh, there's something here, all right. Predators. Not small flit darters, but big, mean, nasty predators.
Nevertheless, we should explore our surroundings. And that nearby outpost would be as good a place as any to begin.
Let's head to the outpost then.
Well, if you go, be careful. No telling what other ships were forced down in the battle.
I have a feeling the ship will not be repaired until our business here is concluded. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I understand. What's so important about this place?
This is where the Mandalorian Wars began. She fought here once, and there are things here she must see.
She fought here? Why didn't she say anything?
Do you speak of all your battles? Or are there some you wish to forget?
I love that this game just has things just cut off in the middle of a sentence.
Something up?
Alright, I think we're good to leave this place. I would like to, like, redo everyone's equipment, but we might, like, need a more solid planet. We might need, like, Nar Shaddaa or something for that. Alright, Atton's here. I feel like we should leave Bao-Dur here instead. But let's go Kreia, or instead of Atton, I mean, to repair the ship. I'm gonna actually bring Bao-Dur, even though I'm more of a Visa fan, actually. Just because, like... It feels like, you know, he fought in the war, this is his planet. This feels like a Bao-Dur kind of world, you know? Alright, Kreia, let's get Addy points. You're gonna need... You have high dex. Let's get your wisdom up, maybe? Or your con? Probably your wisdom. Let's go wisdom. Let's go skills. Then pop, pop, pop. And then you're really good at working on robots for no reason. Feats, master force focus. +4 difficulty against your saves. That's fucking crazy. Let's give you Dueling Mastery up 1. Then powers. You got Force Channel finally. So, what do we got from you? Obviously, Insanity is a good one, and then I guess Master Healing? Yeah, up 1 level of healing, I would say. Then more Kreia. Skills, bop, 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 bop. Ooh, let's give her a resurrection. Or, let's give her resurrection. Let's give her redirection. Bowdur. Bowdur's like half Jedi now, unfortunately. So let's go bop, bop. And then go awareness. Let's go awareness. Feats. Electrical strike and force sensitive. He can do 212 electrical damage. He's still working on his unarmed specialist. He has Master Flurry, which is good. That's useful. I think Power Attack is a good one for him. And now he gets more powers! Obviously, Destroy Droid is his go-to. There we go. And then we could probably do something better. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no. Actually, 2d10? That's a lot of damage. He does 7-7. Really, the what to wear would be whatever is the highest one. So probably the Verpine. No. Powdered Light with +1 strength? Yeah. Powdered Light armor would be his go-to. There you go. And that is the sexiest a man has ever looked. Woo, boy! Oh, woo, woo, woo! Have to calm myself down with that fucking fashion statement, Bowser. Woo! All right. Oh, let's swap over to Kreia. Do Force Channel for her.
Yeah?
Honestly, the way the fog works on this planet, it almost looks like it's not rendering properly. It's weird. I think it's supposed to be water or some shit, but it looks fucking... it looks wrong. Also, shout out to Star Wars, where moons just have fucking all the grass in the world.
This shall not stop us for long.
Oh, and they leveled. Alright, Kreia, what do we got, girl? Unarmed Specialist 4... Wait, she's actually getting Unarmed Specialist? I think the concept of Kreia beating people with her single hand is hilarious. Force powers. 1. Let's see, what does she have? Advanced lightsaber throw, improved drain force, master drain force, improved force scream. Mind trick is pretty on par for her. Force confusion. Only the main character can use this. Force suppression. That would be a good one for her. And then Bowder, who I accidentally turned into a punchman. I would say critical strike is a good for him, because he's never going to not just be punching people. Excuse me. Or Jedi defense. But no, I'm going to go critical strike. Oh, he already had a level of critical strike, yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go critical strike, level 2 for him. And we're going to pump all of his melee abilities. Because really, he just punches people. And then for force powers, he already has destroy droid. I would say for him, the next one would be probably redirection. Fuck it, yeah. I don't want him to have blasting powers, if that makes any sense. I can see him having, like, a Force Light. Well, actually, canonically, Darth Vader couldn't use Force Lightning because it would fucking fry him. Although, now, hold on. If I remember correctly, the reason Darth Vader couldn't have Force Lightning and couldn't learn Force Lightning because it would fry him is because Palpatine specifically designed Darth Vader's armor to be incredibly shitty so that Vader couldn't surpass him. Like, it's real Garbo armor, not because they couldn't make it, but because Palpatine was a dickhead. Oh my god! Did you see that thing's mouth when it opened? Oh no, that's just its chin fur.
Contact heading to the moon. Most of the ship's systems are powered down, so it's about all I got. That ship may have landed nearby, though. Or it may be on the other side of the moon.
Canderous is going to give us a good opportunity to get some dark side points. Because he's going to be like, that was pretty sick, and you'll be like, yeah, that was pretty sick. Oh, man, I love murder. Oh, boy, here I go murdering again. Oh my god, that mode of dust just looks like pure fucking black, like tiny black holes or some shit. Ooh. Parts, components, parts, component. Repair, fix the computer part. Don't mind if I do. Access remote droids. Access droid A9F0. Switch to camera. Return to root menu. Return to root droid menu. Return to root menu. Access system commands. Oh, there it is. That's the time for the stream to end. Repair computer core. Droid available for primary function. Return to root member. Access droid menu. Should I just blow them up? Probably not, right? We'll go over to one, see if we can't fix it. Datapad, Dead Republic. Revan says we must take Duxon. Our wing out. Really? I am surprised to hear that Revan fought on the very first battlefield. are to fly in low and drop our payload onto the jungle moon. Once the droids hit the dirt side, they'll seek out the Mandalorian base and pave the way for the Grand Troops and the Jedi. We're expecting heavy resistance, and if the droids can't take out the anti-air turrets, this is going to be a short mission, but we can't fail. If we do, the Republic is lost. So we'll get to a good stopping point, I think, before we finish. At the very least, I want to know if those droids work. Yeah, look at these, like, fucking flies. Doesn't that just, like, little motes of darkness flying around? That's fucking creepy. I'ma shoot you.
This one.
There we go. Can we fix this? Oh, we can. One repair part. Oh, God, how many do we have? 4,000. I think we're okay. Let's optimize the weaponry, optimize the targeting system, activate the shields, and then put it in patrol mode. And we've made this safe forever now. Got a nice Sith battle suit. Yeah, I think when we get to the next world, we're gonna, and I have the opportunity to, like, swap people in and out, we're gonna start swapping people in and out. So we can, like change the gear. Because we've got to be getting to the point where we have better gear for everyone now. Except for Kreia, who I might just keep that axe in her hand forever. I have just remembered that I can hit Q and E to change targets. And I should have been doing that the whole time. We're going to reactivate the droid, optimize weaponry, targeting systems, shields, and put them in patrol mode. There you go.
The orbital fighting just ended. That Colonel Tobin stirred up a Minox nest when he took a shot at us. I'm still working on the repairs, and I have to take down some systems, including sensors. So you have to do without me for a while. I know, you're crushed.
Lightning bolt!
Yes.
Hey, get out of here. Hey, no one wants to talk to you. Hey, fuck off. Hey, lightning bolt. Hey, lightning bolt. I'm gonna kill these guys. I don't know who they are. I'm gonna shoot them right in the fucking gob. I'm gonna walk up, put my gun in their fucking mouths, and just pull. I don't care who they are. Reactivate, optimize, targeting, shields, patrol. You have led a very fine chase, human. The battle above who is your doing, yes? Our ship is quite damaged now. Throw down your weapon, yes? Your bounties are worth more if you're still very much alive. Oh, fuck yeah, they're evil too? I'm gonna flay them. Who are you? I am Zenzati Zug. You have heard of the Zug family. Yes, we are bounty hunters. Very effective, very famous. Zenzati, I've never heard of you. Your ignorance is of no consequence, human. You will be educated shortly. I want to threaten to flay them. Why are you hunting me? The exchange has put a bounty on your head, human. A very profitable amount. My family has accepted the job. I didn't start the space battle. Your view is narrow, human. The battle was your responsibility, whether you admit it or not. In some sense, we're doing you a favor. The reception you would receive on Onderon would be a cold one. What do you mean? You have caught the eye of someone very powerful on Onderon, and he wants you dead, but you do not need to worry about that now. I want to threaten to flay them. Can we make a deal? We Zugs are very good at making deals, but not when making deal requires breaking another. This has gone on long enough. Brothers, shoot them, but try not to kill. Well, that's disappointing. I wanted to threaten to flay you. Instead, I'm just gonna zap the shit out of you. Yeah, no, it's just all lightning. Oops, all lightning. Sith Power Gauntlet? Hold up. What do we got? Strength +3. Oh. Oh, well, fuck. I mean, I'd wear it, but I'm actually just gonna give it to Bowder. Oh, no, hold on. +4 physical when unarmed for a minus... So, actually, +3 is weaker. So, actually, I won't do that. I will level up. Attributes. Let's go ahead and increase my intelligence. If you're wondering why my charisma doesn't go up, apparently there's a glitch if your charisma gets too high. So 35 at +12 is enough to make any persuasion check in the game, but not high enough to glitch it. Powers! Can't unlock Master Healing until level 18 yet. Let's see, BPS, Revitalize. Allows to rekindle life energies of non-droid falling enemies. This could be interesting. This lets you heal droids. Ooh, I'll take Destroy Droid, though. I should be getting Force Suppression and Force Breach, because that would be the most, and, like, Drain, because that's the most on-brand for this character, actually. Well, damn. I wanted to threaten to flay them. It's weird that all of these enemies are, like, injured. I guess because they got hit by a ship. Which, that's a tough fucking cat, if it can get hit by a full-size ship and not die. Oh, no, or it was killed by a Republic soldier. Hidden Mandalorian anti-air turrets forced us to... No, that wouldn't have made any sense. Landing zones. We lost half our troops to the beast streaming out of the jungle, and the rest are getting hammered by Mandalorian emplacements. We're pinned down, cut off from command, and thumping on the big guns haven't died down for hours. Where are those damn Jedi? I kind of want to do a Star Wars tabletop also. The problem is I got so many fucking ideas of things to do, and you only got so much time, you know? Oh. Man, I kind of want to keep playing this. We might do another stream of this. I don't know. But I'll also have stuff to do.
You let the ship escape? I will deal with your failure later, Captain. But for now, find that ship. Our ally has indicated that the Jedi hasn't left the system yet. Send a detachment to Duxon. If you find anything, alert me immediately. Now get out of my sight.
Get out of here. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go a little bit extra, just because I want to find the Mandalorians. And then once we, like, get somewhere distinct, then I think we'll stop. You do it, Bowder! You kick those guys in the head! You know, honestly, the anatomy of these things is weird. I mean, clearly they're like aliens or whatever, but the way its, like, eye stalks come out like that, and, like, the design of its body, it's very, like, slug-like, you know? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, that's Rocketin.
Stop. That is not the skeletal remnant of a war long past. That is a recent kill. It appears that Duxon isn't as abandoned as we would be led to believe.
Why would the Mandalorians return here?
The past has a curious attraction to us all. Perhaps he came in a small shuttle to revisit old battlegrounds. Perhaps not. But let us press forward. You may find the answers you seek.
The door is impenetrable to anything short of high-grade explosives. Or someone who knows Mandalorian code words, which I don't. Or Rocketin code words, which we don't. Only Revan speaks Rocketin, I think. Wait. No, because Revan killed all the Rocketins, I think. If I remember correctly, that's basically what I did. I just walked around murdering everyone at the end of the game, didn't I? That is irrelevant.
The jungle doesn't usually let its prey go that easily. What are you doing here?
What are you doing on Duxon?
We claimed this moon decades ago, when we reforged ourselves after Exar Kun's defeat. Some of us call it home. Why are you trespassing here?
I was exploring. Who are you? Oh, God. You know what? I might go in hot. If you're gonna attack, get ready to die.
If we were planning to attack you, then we would have opened fire as soon as you entered the clearing. You left yourself exposed on both sides, and you would have been little more than target practice for us. We have orders to escort you to our camp. Our leader wants to speak to you.
This may prove of use to us. Let us hear his words and see if they have any value.
I'm not finished exploring yet.
You are coming with us. I'm supposed to escort you peacefully, but the alternative is quite acceptable. So your choice is, follow us as our guest, or see how Mandalorians have earned their reputation.
Then get ready to die.
Looks like there'll be bloodshed before the day is over after all. For the glory of Mandalore!
Yeah, baby! Going in hot with the dark side points! It's lightning only. It's lightning only. We're celebrating. Oh yeah, we went Goth Bomb mode.
I will silence this one.
So I'm obviously gonna open another save. I'm gonna save this under probably right, just because I don't know if this is gonna fuck up recruiting Canderous. But we needed them dark side points, baby. Yeah. Now all we need to do is not be a good person for for a little bit. We needed them sweet, sweet dark points. I can keep killing.
Now.
Damn it! I was gonna keep killing. I look so fucking rough and tumble the way I'm working.
So you're the one that picked a fight with my sentries. The sensors also picked up your battle in space. You've had a pretty busy day. That ends now. No more fighting in our camp. I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians.
But we killed Mandalore during the war.
Mandalore is the name we give to our leader. Becoming Mandalore is the greatest honor any Mandalorian could aspire to. When our leader falls in battle, the most worthy takes his place. So even though your army killed our leader, it was only a matter of time before we chose someone new. Me.
What is this place?
This used to be the heart of the Mandalorian war effort. From this complex we commanded an armada that had the Republic on the run. It didn't last.
Your camp looks like it's seen better days.
Covert camps are not meant to attract attention. Because we conquered them, the people of Onderon still hold a grudge against the Mandalorians. So we keep our presence here a secret.
Why did you use Duxon?
Mandalorians have a rapport with this jungle. Every moment here is a struggle. All creatures gripped in a constant war for survival. The sole purpose of the weak is to feed the strong. We train here and learn the lessons of the jungle. The beasts also help us keep our edge.
I thought the Mandalorians were disbanded.
Scattered perhaps, but we're still alive. Alive and rebuilding.
The only Mandalorians I've seen are thugs.
Many Mandalorians have fallen from the path of honor, and are now no more than common mercenaries. But that is changing.
Right. Well, I'm trying to get to Onderon. Do you know how I can get there?
So it's transportation you want. It so happens I have a small shuttle that's more than capable of running the Onderon military blockade. I make occasional trips to ISIS for information and supplies. If you want to go with me, you're going to have to prove your worth.
Why do I have to prove myself to you?
I don't travel with anyone I'm not sure of. You look capable, but ISIS can be a dangerous place. If you want to travel on my shuttle, I want to make sure you aren't going to be a liability.
Fine, how can I prove myself?
Figure it out yourself. Ask around. See if you can make yourself useful. Or something that'll show what you're made of.
If you're gonna make me help you, at least give me something.
There is one thing. Before your ship landed, we were preparing some demolition work. All the activity forced my men to stop before they finished. The charges need to be detonated before anybody comes across them, so all you'd have to do is flip a switch.
Why don't you just go and do it yourself?
We want to keep a low profile, so we've recalled all our patrols in the jungle. Setting off some high explosives isn't a textbook example of subtlety.
What were you gonna blow up?
We were trying to uncover the entrance to a hidden cache of old Mandalorian equipment. The explosives should be easy to find. Just get to it before the Canucks do.
How would Canucks be a problem?
Canucks are nothing more than pests, but they have a real talent for screwing up plans. Just get to those explosives in the next day or so, and you'll be fine.
How big are the caches?
They're not much more than a couple of plasteel cylinders. Before you get any bright ideas, if you uncover cache B13, leave it alone. Even if you survive the traps, it would require military-grade explosives to open without the proper access codes. What's inside belongs to the Mandalorians.
What's in them?
The last month before Duxon fell, the old Mandalore knew that Revan and the Republic were gaining the upper hand. He ordered our best engineers to hide caches of weapons and munitions throughout the moon, safely away from the enemy's hands.
Why didn't the Republic just dig them out?
Don't you think they tried? It's real easy to hide things in a jungle. Even when they found some of our caches, our engineers left them some presents.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
I'll let Kex know that you check out. We found more gear than we can use, so you can trade with him if you need some more supplies. Be careful in the jungle. Our patrols have stopped until the space traffic dies down. The challenging beasts have been cleared from the area, but what's left might still be too much for you.
No. Alright, we did it. Let's go ahead and save there, and I think that's a good place to stop. So this doesn't prevent the Canderous thing, so I just got free Darkside points for killing those people for no reason, which is exactly what I wanted to have happen. So, oh my god, my AC is 61. Yeah, that'll prevent you from getting hit. Alright, well, I think we're good to close out the stream on that. Good stream, everyone. Hope you all had fun. I did. When are you going to see me back next time? Who fucking knows? Definitely still want to do at least one a week, but I don't know. I'm having a blast. I maybe might do 2 this week. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe probably not Wednesday. Probably not Wednesday. Maybe Thursday? We'll see. We'll see. We'll find out. But anyway, I've been Sacrobolic, your Envoy of Hope, and this has been Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. See you next time, all. Bye-bye.